Hi, I'm Wayne White, and I'm going to paint another painting, again from a photograph. This is a scene from the Idaho farmhouse, close to where I actually was born. And I've done a pencil sketch. I've done a pencil sketch for the landscape, and as you can see, the farmhouse is in a third of the paper. If I divide this paper in thirds, the farmhouse is in the right upper third. That is a point of interest. So I've got my pencil drawing done. Now I just have to put in a wash. So I'm going to start off with start off with the sky. Makes the sky blue. Now before I put that in, I think I'll this is a raw sienna color. I want to put some of this in the sky, so I'm going to put a wash of this raw sienna over the grounds. At this point, I don't have to be too careful. I don't have to be too exact. I just need to put the color down. Bring the same color up to the sky. And the lower sky. Farmhouse is white, so I don't want to paint over the farmhouse. I've got the raw sienna down. Now I'm going to go back to the blue. And the sky is always darker at the top than it is as we come down. It gets lighter as we come down. I don't think I'll put any clouds in here because there's not a lot of clouds that can show. When the colors dry, always dry about 20% lighter than when you put them on wet. So I'm going to go back and add a little more blue to the top. So it'll be darker up there. Then let it come down. Now I'm going to put this roadway in. And the roadway is a very grayish color. We'll get some blue. And here's a raw umber. Burnt sienna. put a wash here where the roadway is. It's about the color of a road, I would say. Okay, now oops, it's still wet up there. It's going to be a little bit drier there with the trees in, so I can work a little more on the ground cover here, which is kind of a greenish, weedy color, whatever that is. Mix some green and some burnt sienna to it. I got a fence going along here, but that's going to be darker than the grassy area, so I can paint right over that. So I'm just going to be too exact. In watercolor, you can just play with the color. Now let's see. Now we got some light grasses up here, so I'm going to add some yellow up here. It looks like probably the sun is hitting up here, so we'll get that lighter. And along here. I have to wait for that to dry before I start putting the trees in. Well, you put the tree, this tree over here is kind of blends in the background, so I can take another brush. Let's see, I want a big round. I'm going to tilt this paper. We've got a light tree, a light green tree here, much lighter than the background tree, so I'm going to put that tree in first. So that's going to be, just going to add yellow to the green I already have. And that's right in here. I like to use the round brush for trees. Okay, I put these light green trees in first because I'm going to have to put the dark green trees in back of them. So I have to put them in first. So now I'm going to mix this dark green with those trees. Okay, dark green, let's see here. There's some kind of pine trees. Of course, I'm not going to put all of them in, but I'll put that will go over here. I don't want to get it on the house. You notice how large a brush I'm using. Always use the biggest brush you can. Avoid the small brushes. Right. I'm trying to paint the lightness of pine trees. Sometimes you have to paint upside down because I want the top of this tree to kind of run down on its own. We're looking a little too round, so I kind of reshaping it so it doesn't look like a baseball. See, so it's a white house. Looks like it's got a gray roof on there. I think I'm gonna make the roof. I can make it any color I want. I think I'm gonna make it a kind of a bluish gray color. If I get a small brush. I don't want it too dark. That's a nice color. That's a nice color. And maybe I'll just put a little bit of the roof over here on this edge. Like that. You know, I think I'm going to start putting in with telephone poles, which are going to be a gray color. There. Now I can start putting in the fence posts. The right kind of brush for that. Yeah, maybe this here. But this is the right size. You're going to be at the same color as the telephone poles. Kind of brownish gray. Okay. Now, fence posts are usually they're not straight on a farm, are they? Sometimes they lean, like you think they're going to fall over. And as they get closer, they get darker. The wind's working against us now. Oh well, this is pretty much 90% done, and this was all done with fast washes, and I had an underlying light pencil drawing to guide me, and so in my studio I'll do some detail work, a little more work on the trees. A little more on the farmhouse, put in some shadows, kind of add maybe a shadow area on the road so it's not so plain, but it's 90% done. Okay, well this winds it up for now, like I said, I'll have some finishing touches to do, but not much. I enjoy doing this because it's close to home.